Very good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Mr. Mabudur Rahman. Today, I will deliver a lecture on standard operating procedure and good laboratory practice. Now, see here what is SOP. SOP is called as our standard operating procedure. It is very important for each and every industry. Either it is related to food or either it is related to non-food industry. So, we can say that SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, is a document which describes the regularly recurring operations relevant to the quality of the investigations. SOP should be available at the place where the work is done, either it is related to food or non-food. SOP is compulsory instruction. If deviations from these instructions are allowed, the condition for these should be documented, including who can give permission for this and what exactly the complete procedure will be. The original should rest at secure place while working copies should be authenticated with stamps or signature of authorized person. Several categories and types of SOPs can be distinguished. The name of SOP may not always be appropriate, and we can say that it have a designated protocol instructions, simply registration form. A number of important SOP types are fundamental SOPs. These give instruction how to make SOPs of other categories. Next one is method SOPs. These describe a complete testing system or method of investigation. SOPs for safety precautions, standard procedure for operating instruments, operators and other equipment, as well as SOP for analytical method, SOP for the preparation of reagent, SOP for the receiving and registration of sample, SOP for quality assurance, SOP for achieving and how to deal with complaint, etc. Now next one is GLP. GLP, it means good laboratory practices. It is experimental research area that is called as our GLP. Specifically refers to a quality system of management control for research laboratories and organization to try to ensure the uniformity, consistency, reliability, reproducibility, quality and integrity of chemicals, including pharmaceuticals, non-clinical safety test from physicochemical properties through acute to chronic toxicity tests. So it is very important for the. Now see here the history of our good laboratory practices. GLP was first introduced in New Zealand and Denmark in 1972 and later in the USA in 1978 in response to the industrial biotest labs. It was followed a few years later by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and principles of GLP in 1992, and the OECD has since helped promulgate GLP to many. GLP applies to non-clinical studies conduct for the assessment of the safety or efficacy of chemicals to man, animals and the environment. GLP can be found in the website for the medicines and healthcare products regularly. Agency UK, which defines GLP as embodies a set of principles that provides a framework within which laboratory studies are planned, performed, monitored, recorded, reported, and achieved. So, this definition was defined through UK agency. These studies are undertaken to generate data by which the hazards and risks to users, consumers, and third parties, including the environment. It can be assessed for pharmaceuticals, agrochemicals, cosmetics, food additives, feed additives, contaminants, novel food, pesticides, detergents, etc. GLP also help assure regulatory authorities that the data submitted are a true reflection of the result obtained during the study and can therefore be relied upon when making risk safety assessment. GLP, a data quantity system. We can say that GLP is a data quality system which concerned with the organizational process and condition under which non-clinical health and environmental safety studies which are performed, planned, monitored, recorded and reported. So behind GLP some principles are there. So GLP principles include management responsibility, sponsor responsibility, study director responsibility, principal investigator responsibility, study personal responsibility. These are the principle which under our GLP. Quality assurance program, quality assurance personnel, facilities test system, facilities for test and differences items, equipment, reagent and material, test systems, then physical, chemical, biological test and reference item, standard operating procedure, performance of study. Apart from that, study plan, conduct of study, reporting of results. Okay, thank you for listening.